Hey everyone, it's Kyvy11891011 and today I want to show you guys how to make a cuddle cup and a cozy sack. It was requested by XX Hello Kitty XX and someone else from 2 months ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember your username. I'm going to be showing you 4 different designs. A cozy sack without batting, how to make a cozy sack with batting, which is sort of like this stuff, and how to make the traditional cuddle cup and how to make a cuddle cup out of a cozy sack. So those are the 4 different designs I'm going to be showing you guys how to make. I might split it into parts since I don't think that's going to fit in one 10-minute limit video that YouTube allows. So yeah, I'll have XX Hello Kitty XX link in the down bar in case you want to check out her channel. Thank you for requesting. Always feel free to request anything you want. And I'm going to show you guys how to make a cozy sack without batting first. To make it, the supplies you'll need is some sort of fabric material. You can use cotton, flannel, fleece, or just regular sewing fabric like that. I have a lot of different designs that I'm going to be using in future project videos. But today I'm going to be using tie-dye fleece. It's going to end up looking a bit like this. Actually, exactly like this. And we don't need this right away, but just saying that this is batting. This is what you find inside of stuffed animals, and it's what makes, it's what you put inside of quilting, and right now I'm going to show you guys how to make a cozy sack without batting, so you probably won't need this. And of course, thread. I'm going to use light blue thread because it kind of blends in with the tie-dye fabric. Always match your colors with the fleece or the fabric you're using when you make something. And you need a ruler. I am just going to be using a yardstick. You can also use like measuring tapes like this or like that. You also need a pair of scissors. You don't really need like special fabric cutting scissors, but if you're gonna cut fabric with regular office supply scissors, what you want to do is, if you see how it's made, try to push that one to the left when you cut, and this one pull it to the right, so it's kind of like parallel to the way it's supposed to cut, and that just makes it sharper and easier for you to cut fabric. Okay, so let's get to making it. Okay, so I forgot to mention before that if you have a sewing machine, I'd recommend using it. You don't have to, you could just hand sew it if you're a good hand sewer. Actually, you don't really have to be a good hand sewer, you could just hand sew it, but I'm just saying with a sewing machine, it could be secure, and that will more secure, and the stitches will be tighter, and that can like guarantee that your cozy sack won't fall apart. But hand sewing is fine too. Okay, so what you want to do is lay out your fleece like I have done right here, and then you want to take your yardstick or whatever measuring tool you have, and depending on the size of your pet or whatever you're using it for, you want to measure out how long and how wide you want it to be. So over here, my dimensions are going to be about 13 inches long, I think. No, 14 inches long and about 11.5 inches wide. So what you want to do with the length is just measure out the length, which is what I've done here, and I've already cut it. I'm not sure you can see from that distance, but this is about 14 inches long. And you want to double the size of your width because you're going to be folding it that way and sewing it together. So you want to double the size of your width, which in my case would be 23 inches. And then you want to add another centimeter because when you sew it, it kind of reduces the size a little bit, and you want to get the exact size that you expected in the beginning. So it's going to be I'm just gonna have to cut 24 inches that way. So now I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna use the yardstick as sort of like a straight point that I follow against, so I don't cut all crooked. Okay. It doesn't really matter if it's a bit uneven like mine is here on the edge. You can just sew it back together later, or you can just trim it to make it even afterward. Okay, so what we do now is we take our fleece, and on the side that's supposed to be the inside, we first fold it in half, and then the side that's supposed to be the inside is on the outside. The reason why you want to do this is because after you sew it, you're going to flip it over, and then the outside fleece is on the outside again, but the stitches will look nicer that way. So now after you got it folded inside out, we're going to start sewing. Here is my needle attached with the thread. And I am going to leave this side open so your pet can get in, and you're going to sew close these two sides. You want to sew it about 1/2 centimeter away from the edge. So just keep on doing that until you finish both those edges. And when you're finished, it will look like this. And as I said before, it's okay if the edge is uneven. All you need to do is sew it even, and that edge doesn't really matter anyway, because it's going to be folded on the inside. So now you've got it sewed up with one opening. What you're going to do now is, it's inside out right now, so what you're going to do is open it up, put your hand in there, grab the end, and then flip it over so the outside fleece is on the outside now. Push up the corners. Hold on a sec. Okay, so push up the corners. The other side too. Now the stitching looks all nice from the outside. And you have got your very own cozy sack. Next, I'm going to show you how to make a cozy sack with batting. I'm going to put that in another video. It's going to be part 2. This was part 1. The link to the next video, when I put it up, it will be in the description box down there. Or you can just check out my channel frequently, subscribe, and see when I have it up. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And that was part 1. Bye.